Hey, what's up, YouTube? I have who?
Michael Klasel.
And what were you playing?
Spellbooks.
And YCS San Mateo, and you top 16. With something different with your deck. You're not playing something. You're not playing the world.
No world, no temperance.
Are you on crack?
A little bit. Not really.
All right, let's see the deck.
For monsters, 2 High Priestess, 3 Magicians, 3 Justice, and 3 Kaiku. I went to the Open a couple weeks ago. I ran 2 Kaiku, 2 Temperance,
Open Circuit Series.
and 1 the World. And I only get the Temperance off 3 times, and the World was always a dead draw. And you always get those hands where you get Temperance and like just a Crescent, or Temperance and just a field spell, and you have to just pass, and you just lose the Dragon so fast. And even if you get the World off, if you can't completely capitalize off it, the Dragons just push on you again, and then you lose. So I went with Justice because my hands are like just Crescent, and you can miss. You can go Secrets, Masters, Wisdom, get Wisdom so you can protect the Priestess next turn, or just play your tower, set your traps, banish the Justice, and you have basically you have Priestess and you have Secrets for turn 2. And to me, the sooner you can get the Secrets, the sooner you can get to the flow of the deck, the sooner you can win. And then the Kaiku was because I expected a lot of Dragons. Unfortunately, I lost the Dragons in top 16. I've opened very weak, but overall, this main board right here, I don't know if I'll do any differences, but that will not change anything at all. So, these. For the spells, it's all just basic. It's 3 Secrets, 3 Crescent, 2 Master. I ran 2 Power this weekend because I ran more beaters. Another issue I had was with the Temperance build. I lost more games to Evil Storm than I did with this build because the only thing you can really have is Temperance, Power, Masters to hopefully get over Ophion. In this build, the Kaiku gets over Ophion with a single power, and then the Justice gets over Ophion with a single power, and then you can just go for Priestess next turn. 2 Tower, 2 Fate, 2 Eternity. I ran Double Wisdom because I was running 1 initially with Dragons going everywhere, but I see a lot of them running like a lot of Regeki Breaks and Wing Blast, and my top 16 opponent actually had Torrents and Mirror Forces. 2 Duality because the deck doesn't conflict because I don't run Temperance, and then 1 Book. And for the traps, I ran 3 Phoenix Chain because I only lost to random effects that I couldn't Fate. 2 Mirror Force to protect when I went the Justice, Torrent, Bombs, and Warning. Any difference, I would just add more traps. I feel like the deck doesn't have enough protection. I ran Reckless, but in theory, it's like, oh, I can Reckless, I can draw 2, I can draw off tower, and like you can just keep drawing off tower, but you're gonna have the field spell war against every deck. So a lot of times when I Reckless, they'll just go Ravine over my tower, and I'm locked for 2 turns. For this side, I ran 2 Jalgans. Going first against Dragons, or actually just going overall against Dragons. If you can play Protected Jalgan, you win because you really don't have to worry about them summoning a baby and attacking over it. And this won me 3 of my Dragon matches. 2 Crow, 1 Breaker. Breaker is really good against the
DNA surgeries.
Actually helped me against the Ophion player. 3 MSTs, 1 Dimensional Fissure, 2 Debunk, 2 Robbie Warlords, a Soul Drain,
You say Robbie Warlord.
Transformation Prophecy.
What's that? What do you use that for?
Trends?
Yeah.
The Dragoonity build. It helped me with my first round Dragoonity player because I was able to put the Phalanxes back into the deck, and the Ravine was already gone, so the synergy was gone. And then I can just knock 2 colors back into the deck if they don't have it. They get low on the colors. And then the extra deck was just anything I can possibly make over the weekend. The Ring 2 is actually made.
What was the best card?
Herculenos.
How many times did you make it?
Oh man, let's see, round 1, round 2, no, I didn't make it at all. It was just there because it was just filler.
Did you make Master Key Beetle?
No, I wanted to, had made him, obviously the 2s. Zen mains when I was just pushing with Justices going at the time.
You didn't play, what's it, Soul Silver Mountain?
Soul of Silver Mountain?
Yeah.
No.
Did you ever put the Heraclinos on top and just put your extra face up?
Like,
How many people did you get with that?
When I did that, they were like, oh, you're running Spellbooks. I was like, oh, I can't do that anymore. So, he's like, my Spellbook opponent, he actually had it's some not hidden arsenal, it's some random secret rare. And I was like, as I was like, hey, no one runs that card, you're playing Spellbook, so Spellbook mirror match. And that's another thing, is like, I like this deck more because the mirror match is actually a lot easier for me. Because like if you can get the priestess and like you protect her with the wisdom, you can just blow them out, and then the kaiku is just another blowout in that matchup because they can't gain one fate you. Right, and that's it for the deck.
Any shoutouts? Yeah.
Shoutouts for the judge David Yao. I have to give him a shout out because before the tournament he came up to me. He told me the new ruling of Mermels with DD Crow, and actually won me one of my matches because
Which is?
if you go, let's say you go Pike, pitch Dragoons, and I go chain DD Crow and Dragoons, you don't get Dragoons. And so in the matchup, my opponent went Pike, pitch Infantry to blow my Kaiku, which is the only monster I had, and I chained Crow on it, and I poked him with the Kaiku the entire game. But any other shoutouts would be everyone else back in Texas at Epic.
And he was the only prophecy player.
Only prophecy player in top 32. And I mean, the deck is really good. I mean, I don't know if I'll probably drop some Phoenix Chains. Like, Compulsory is another card I actually missed this weekend. And I almost made like a Soul Drain, but I didn't.
Okay.
Thank you. Congrats again.
Thank you. Congrats.